Hi everybody, welcome to TADTalk. It is Monday, August the 31st, the end of the month. Another month gone in this ridiculous year, and we're on episode 102. With me today is my special guest partner in crime, Nick Jacket Man. I just saw that come up on the social wall. It's Jacket Man.
Jacket Man.
Today, I'm sure everybody watches things like American Idol and The Voice and XFactor. Well, this is one of these big voices from XFactor. Check this out.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun up in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Rivers running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
She's amazing. Welcome to the show, Niki Evans.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you? All the way from boiling Britain.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Which part of Britain are you in?
I'm smack bang in the middle, Birmingham.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, I used to, I'm from Manchester, so I used to go down the M6 all the time and avoid Birmingham and
Yeah.
Spaghetti
I've
Junction.
done Manchester a few times.
Yeah, in the days when gigs were happening.
Oh, don't. No, it's not depressing. We're going to get back.
Yes, we are. We are. Well, it's great to have you on the show. We start TADTalk as we do all the time with 3 random Nick questions coming up right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. First question of today. What fictional character would you love to have as a sibling?
I would love to have Bette Midler out of Hocus Pocus. What's her name? Winnie. I'd love to have her.
That would be cool. Have you seen Hocus Pocus?
I have not seen Hocus Pocus.
Oh my God, you haven't seen Hocus Pocus?
No.
Where have you been? Oh my God, it's the best film ever. What is the matter with you?
I know. No,
So
I haven't
good.
seen it. What was the question?
What fictional character would you love to have as a sibling is the question.
My answer to that is Doc Brown.
Who's that?
Who's Doc Brown? Have you not seen Back to the Future?
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Christopher Lloyd. Doc Brown. But I will watch Hocus Pocus tonight.
Got to watch Hocus Pocus, especially when she sings "I Put a Spell on You." It's brilliant.
Good.
All right. Question number 2. What skill or talent do you wish you possessed?
I would love to be able to save a life.
Save a life?
Yeah, like be a nurse or something like that, or
Right.
or something like that. Something that's useful.
Yeah.
A talent. I'd love to play the spoons.
You'd love to play the spoons?
Yeah, I'd love to be able to know to play the spoons because then I could go busking because I can't play anything else.
So here's a little bit of tidbit of information. My granddad was the UK national spoons playing champion.
No, he wasn't.
Austin Davis.
I mean, he was the only person in the competition, but still.
Spoons, it was a big deal.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. And question number 3. Would you rather trip while walking down the aisle or trip while walking on stage to accept an award?
Well, because I've already tripped to accept an award and fell down and face planted after I'd had an award, I suppose I'd have to say the aisle, wouldn't I?
Where did you trip? Where was the trip?
Oh, it was really embarrassing. I was like done up to like a dog's dinner, and I had to go and accept this award, and I was trying to be really girly, which I am so not. And I wore these gorgeous trousers and didn't realise that you had to move your legs a little bit more and put my heel inside the trouser for the first step.
Oh.
So like that. Yeah. And then I just remember seeing this beautiful glass of water just going and smashed all over the floor.
You know, one of the beauties about doing this show is...
And for my next trip, that's what I said.
One of the great things about doing this show is we're based here in Phoenix, Arizona. A lot of our guests are based there in the UK. So we have a lot of American viewers and British viewers. And just 2 days ago, we had June Field as our guest here on our 100th episode. And we had these Britishisms, like can't give a monkeys. So we had to explain what that was. And what was the other thing that June said on the show?
Oh, man,
there was, I remember. But you just said one then. Dressed up like a dog's dinner.
Done up like a dog.
Done up like a dog's dinner. So we'll have to explain what that. Explain that one, Nikki.
Explain that one. Dressed up like a dog's dinner is mutton dressed as lamb. That's another one.
Mutton dressed as lamb.
Oh my god.
Basically, what it is like you think you look better than you do, and then when you see the pictures after, you think, why on earth did I wear that? Why did you do that?
She was done up like a dog's dinner and then fell down the apples and pears.
Apples and pears.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mr. Suit, you've done it.
Well, it's great having you on the show, Nikki. Phenomenal singer. But where did it start for you? When did you start singing at a very early age?
Yeah, I was 12 when I did my first gig at a working men's club, and I sang, if I remember rightly, Almaz by Randy Crawford.
Oh, you have just... So, okay, 102 episodes.
Yeah.
You're the first person to mention my favourite all-time female singer.
Randy Crawford is one of my favourites.
Nobody knows Randy over here.
You're joking.
No, they do, but they don't know it as Randy. Do you know Almaz?
Yeah.
You know, you don't. And I played, you were at our house and I played it for you. Do you remember One Day I'll Fly Away? One day I'll fly away.
Oh, yeah.
And Street Life.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only thing I know.
I know that song, too. I knew that song before you showed it to me.
When I give the charts out to the guys on the ships and it's Street Life, they go, oh, God. Oh, God. It's kind of jazz.
Yeah, it's
really
great.
Really
And
interesting. Really good.
Something else as well that I know my dad is going to freak out about because he hasn't seen it yet, but I just saw it, and it's something that no one over here knows either, is the picture sitting on the wall right behind you, Blood Brothers.
Oh, yeah. The Brothers. Yeah, Mrs. J.
That is, I think...
There's Legally Blonde and there's Cool Rider. I've got them all over the place.
I think Blood Brothers is one of my dad's favorite musicals of all time.
I've just actually recorded the Mrs. J for Bill Kenwright, and it should be out soon.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, I did it a few days ago. Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it live, and I really want to, but you had a recording of it. We watched it together, and it's just
Yeah, you got to go and
so
see
good.
it.
Yeah.
You can't watch Blood Brothers. He was born in Liverpool. So you
Born in Liverpool, what do you mean?
Exactly, love.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, actually, it's something funny. So he moved over here. We all moved here when he was 6. And by the time he was 8, the accent was gone. He never grew up in Liverpool. He was born there, but grew up in Blackpool. But he has a great Scouse accent now, but cannot do it without swearing. You have to swear. In fact, you know what? Do it. You can swear, and I'll just put beeps when we edit this. Oh, it's live. We can't.
I can't.
Do you have a
Just beat
beep?
yourself in a
All right.
Scouse accent.
Do we have a live beep?
All right, you know what? I'm gonna do this whenever I swear, and then hopefully our tech team is good enough and is watching diligently enough, because I know they have the beeper back there,
Okay.
and they can do it on the fly. So if they don't succeed at this, then have fun, children.
Do it.
All right. All right, you. All right, let's go, lads, shall we? All right, we're talking right now to Niki Evans, like. We're gonna talk about Broadway and musicals, lads, and get all over it, like, for the next 2.5 hours, like.
Well,
You sound like a little selfie.
I hope we caught the beeps
Just
there.
this time in Liverpool, you sound just like when I used to come out the stage door.
Oh boy!
Oh,
boy,
my God.
Well, this took a weird turn, didn't it? This show.
He came on looking all dapper in his jacket, and now all the F's and the blinding and the F's.
It's just a character. It's just a character.
That's a good character choice. Keep on it.
So we, in one of our previous guests, we've been talking about Broadway, West End musicals, and so on. Do you get into your character, like deeply into the character, Niki, or do you do the role and then switch off?
No, I don't switch. No, you can't switch off. If you switch off, you shouldn't be on the stage. Mrs. J, you had to really get into the character of playing Mrs. J, because it's happy, it's sad, and then it's absolutely horrendous at the end. And I kind of, when I take a role and I see the people as people that I know, so that's how I react to them. So Mickey and Eddie were my boys, Morgan and Jonah. And when I was in Legally Blonde, Elle was my friend Hayley, and it just goes from there, really. So that's how I see things. And I've just done Kinky Boots now, and I was the head of the factory. And I based that character on my mum.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow, that's great. That's great stuff. No, it's great. I never did act. I was a musician, but I could never act. I think I always wanted to, but never did get into it. When we come back after the break, we're going to talk to Niki about her experience on X Factor. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll be back in a short while. And we're back with part 2 of the show with Niki Evans. This is going to be fun. We're going to talk about X Factor. And which season were you on, Niki?
I don't know what season it was, but I was on in 2007.
Oh, and that's actually another guy we know on that picture that was just shown. You were on the same season as Ridian then, yeah?
Yeah, I was, but was you born then?
Yeah. When was it? 2000 and what?
A little fetus. 2007. What was you? A toddler? What was it? Was you nappy man then, or diaper man?
Little fetus. Little fetus.
That's funny.
Fascinating.
Yeah, how old? You were 14 then, right?
I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
If it was November, then yeah.
How was that whole experience, Niki, of being on X Factor?
Can I tell the truth?
Yeah, we want to know the absolute truth. Was that a nightmare?
It was a nightmare. Yeah. I got shoved into a house of 30 people I didn't know, and they were all younger than me. None of them drank, so I got locked out of the house at 10 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I had my wine in the piano that people used to warm up to, and then when the vocal coach came in and couldn't play the piano, it was clonking, I realised I'd left the wine in the piano.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to take it out, yeah. It was let's put it this way. It was an amazing experience. I wasn't expecting to get on it, so I wasn't expecting anything that came after that. I still kept my job open for months after, thinking that it was all going to fall apart. I didn't expect anything from it, so I didn't know what was going to come from it. Let's put it that way.
Right, right. I mean, obviously, it's done. It can't hurt the career to have that under your belt. And
Depends what you want.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah,
It depends. I mean, it totally changed my career completely because I was a recording artist. I used to sing different music to what they asked me to sing on the show. So it was a completely different thing for me to do because they kind of pinpoint you on where you're going to go after the show. They gave me big, huge vocals. They gave me West End stuff, which I'd never heard of before. I'd never heard of, what did I sing live with the big band? All that jazz. I'd never heard it. And so, yeah, it kind of literally, I went from one stratosphere to the next.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking back, do you think it was a positive thing in terms of your career, or did it kind of muddle things up a little bit?
To be honest, I started singing, like I said, I started singing when I was 12, and then I used to sing for DJs for a long time, and then I used to work for Sony as a backing singer. And I did gigs, I did rock gigs, so I was a rock singer for a bit, and, I didn't really have an idea what musical theatre was. So when I came off the XFactor tour and Bill Kenroy got in touch, I hadn't got a clue where I was letting myself in.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love watching that first clip we showed of you a little earlier because you could just tell how much you get into whatever you're singing. You're just in your own little bubble.
Anything that's I love the old classics. I really do. I love people like Randy Crawford and Gladys Knight, and that's where my voice kind of sits really well because when I was younger, I used to sing a lot of gospel. Because my nan was Jamaican, and you had to sing gospel or the Supremes or something like that. So that's where my voice actually sits really well. And when I was 15, I think I used to go out as Whitney instead of Whitney. She's awful. I used to come out because I've got really curly hair with the bob and all like the metallic what's name, and I used to sing, I can't hear in your heart beat inside of me, and then I turn around and they go, oh my god, finish you. It was like, because that's all I ever wanted to be. And when I was going to go on Stars in Your Eyes as Randy Crawford, would you believe?
Really?
And I sent a cassette in, and they were like, yes, absolutely, come in. And when I turned up and I wasn't the right colour, they tried to get me to sing a Bette Midler song, and it just went, and I was like, no, it's all right.
Wow.
Well, you could tell like just by your facial expression while you're singing in that first video, or any clip of you singing as well. For any non-musicians out there, you can tell when a musician is really into the vibe that's going on stage, because their face will morph into what can only be described as smelling a really wet fart. Like your face just morphs into like a.
Do you know what? Somebody said that to me when I was doing Blood Brothers, and somebody asked me to do some on stage. One of the it was Bob Thompson, and I said, "What does that mean to him?" And he went, "Just smell the fart." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, he's absolutely right. Now, again, we're going to do one of these translate moments because Niki just used the word summit, and summit is something. So when see, you just said summit. Remember that? So someone told me something.
Summer in the way she moves.
It wouldn't have the same thing, would it?
Oh my God, I should have, what is it, a thing going across so everybody can understand what I'm saying.
Subtitles. Here's a question for you, Niki. We're going to bring you to Phoenix. We're going to bring you to Phoenix. We're going to put you in our living room with the grand piano, and you can choose any one pianist anywhere in the world to accompany you on any one song. Who's playing the piano for you, and what are you singing?
Oh my God. It would either be Elton John or Stevie Wonder.
Okay, Stevie or Elton, and what are you going to sing?
Spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Something like that.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Amazing song. Amazing album.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Same question for you.
Same question for, Oh, that's actually. I was going to say Billy Joel, but it's a toss-up between him and Jacob Collier at this point because Jacob Collier would just slay it. But I'll say Billy Joel, and I wouldn't sing a Billy Joel song because I wouldn't want to embarrass myself in front of him. So I'll say, God, it's such a difficult.
Well, I'm going to let you think about it and show people our social wall while you think about it. On here, you can tweet TADTalk, hashtag TADTalk, and tweet about all the great people here. And as you can see, we've got Niki on there. We've got June from a couple of days ago, and Niki and Blood Brothers. So go ahead. All you do is tweet TADTalk, and we'll get you on our social wall. Nick, what would you sing?
Something really, really funny is when I was on the XFactor, on the Tuesday morning, they said, they took us all to the Dorchester Hotel, and they said to me, knock that door, count to 20, and then walk through. And it was movie week, and I knocked the door, walked through, and you'll never guess who was standing behind the door.
Who's that? Who?
I was singing My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. Who do you think was behind the door?
Celine Dion.
At 10 o'clock in the morning with a piano. They wanted me to sing at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I just went, no thanks, goodbye, and I walked straight back out.
Did you really?
And I had to come running after me. I said, are you absolutely bonkers? Do you think I'm going to sing that in front of Celine Dion at 10 o'clock in the morning? I sound like an old horse or something.
You never know, though. You could have blown her away. You can do that.
I went back and I had a swift one in the bar, and then I went back.
Nice.
In for a penny and for a pound. Oh, another one.
So is that on film, that?
It's on the second show. So yeah, and as I'm walking down the steps on the live show, she's sitting right in front of me, and I'm singing her song.
Brilliant, brilliant. Billy Joel, what are you singing while he accompanies you?
Tequila.
What?
I'm singing Tequila because I'm not singing in front of Billy Joel. I'm gonna offer the word tequila while I let him play some crazy something over a really simple 2-chord structure.
I'm just going to do tequila.
He's going to play something crazy over that. And when it's time for me to say tequila, I will say it, but it's going to be all about Billy Joel in that moment.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's why you should have chosen a woman to play, because that's why I only chose men, because they can't sing in my key.
Very true. Very true.
Fair enough.
Unless it's Frankie Valli, then he can.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh dear. Tighten your pants.
I don't know who I would choose. I think I would be quite self-indulgent and choose Mike Renzi to play piano.
Really?
Mike Renzi is an amazing pianist who accompanies. He's with Tony Bennett right now, but he's performed with all the greats. And I would sing. Mary Had a Little Lamb and leave it all to him. Something like that.
Okay, yeah. I'm getting the same vibe from you two.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
All right, kind of along the same lines.
Okay.
Going back to musical theater, is there a show or a character or a lead role that you would love to play in musical theater that you haven't had the chance of playing?
I would love to play the mermaid in The Lady of the Lake in Camelot. What's it called? Oh, Spamalot. I'd love to play her because she's got a great song.
Cool.
And I've always wanted to put the musical together of Beaches, but it's never come about because I just want to sing that song about the bra over the shoulder boulder holders.
And they need to make a musical now of Hocus Pocus.
Oh my God. Book!
I'm going to watch it. This has been a great show. We got one more question before we leave, Niki, and it's a question we ask every guest on every show, and it goes like this. If you could spend the next 60 minutes with any two people, now this could be people dead or alive, people you've known, family, anything at all, and go somewhere in the world with them two people, who would you like to spend the next hour with? Where would you go, and what would you talk about?
I think I would take my mum and dad. They're both passed on. My dad never saw me on the XFactor. My mum barely saw me on the XFactor before she passed away. So I think I'd spend the next hour with my mum and dad I think I'd take them to Wales because that was their favourite place, and I would talk about what I know now that I'm older.
Now that you're only 24, right?
Oh my God, 22! How dare you?
Which part of Wales?
Well, my dad was from Tredegar, so we used to go to Porthcawl a lot.
Love it,
Yeah.
love it. That's where my heritage is from. You touched on something there before we go. You said you'd like to talk to them about what you know now. Now you're older, so
Yeah.
go back 25 years from now. If you could take back one piece of knowledge that you now know back then, what would you like to have? What piece of knowledge would you like to have 25 years
What
ago?
now that I have then? I would like to have had more confidence in myself, I think. More confidence and just shoot for what I wanted rather than just going around it, what I thought people wanted me to do.
Yeah, a lot of
good
people
answer.
say that as they grow older. You know, boy, I wish I had the conviction back then.
Just to be, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I always knew I wanted to be a singer from about 8, but things got in the way. So
Absolutely. Well, at Tad, we're hoping when all this madness is over, we're going to be putting a compilation album of all the big vocalists that we have, and I sure hope that you'll be on that album.
oh my God,
with your.
shocked. Yeah. What do you want to do? What now?
Well, not Hocus Pocus.
No Hocus Pocus.
I don't know yet. I haven't seen it yet. So.
Oh, come on.
I've got a spell on you. You know?
Maybe, you never know.
I think I should do it, actually, and I should do it with the key got up.
That laugh is something else. That is a loud laugh.
Yeah, they call me Sid James, some people. You don't know who they are, but it's on the Carry On advert, and he goes, wah, ah, ah, ah. Yeah, that's me.
Do you know Sid James?
I do, actually.
Oh,
Googling
dude.
Sid James. Thanks so much for being on the show, Nikki. It's been a blast.
Oh, I've loved it. Thanks for having me. I've
It's
loved
been
it.
great. Everyone watching Tad Talk, this is episode 102. We're going. We're shooting for 200. Thanks to this guy for joining us on the show. It's been fun today, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Tad Talk. Take care, everybody.
Come back tomorrow then, guys. Bye.
Bye.